Hey, so good evening all. Hope,
Madam, good evening.
yes, very good evening.
Madam, hope you have received my message in the message section, madam, in the
Yeah,
chat.
I did. Yeah, I did actually. I'll forward your message to the concerned person. Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so let's start. This session we will discuss about project leadership. As of now, no, like we have had many discussions on what is project and how are projects carried out, and the attributes, no, the main attributes of a project and the features of a project. It has a definite timeline. That would be a project supervisor in few projects to know lead the team, to encourage the team, and to know like share resources with the team. And a few projects will have a no like an end time, and few projects it would be a continuous one, that is no like upscaling one. And there are as well no few projects which doesn't need any leadership. Okay, so it's like no the individuals, no, the team which is assigned to know to take up the project, so without the help of any supervisor or any superior person, so they can by themselves coordinate and complete the projects. And then we discussed about the resources, the main resources, no, the team will be sharing among themselves. The first resource is no, the funds allocated by the management. So after budgeting and considering the cost of no like all the resources, the management will be allocating the funds for project. So not all the funds, not the no full funds will be allocated. It would be no like allocated on a stage by stage basis. And then we have seen the difference between a conventional project, a waterfall project, and the agile project. Yeah. So waterfall project is something like which follows a lean strategy. There is no stoppage in between. So everything is standardized and everything is no like streamlined. So in most of the cases, no, like the end result would be the same. Whenever the project happens, whenever the project is executed, there will not be much customization. So the end results would be mostly the same, and it would be the same type of a product or service which would be like delivered to the customers, a group of customers, without much change or like customization. Whereas agile project is like a complete opposite term of this. So agile project, it doesn't take any particular end time. It keeps on like improvising. If you take up an agile project, it means you have to stick on by your customer. That is the stakeholder. Customer is one of our stakeholders, right? So stakeholders involvement is like more in agile projects, but in conventional projects there is no stakeholder involvement. You don't have to consider your end customer or your client. So all you have to do is streamline the operations. So like complete the product or a service and offer the deliverables. That's it. But in agile project, in involvement of stakeholder, especially involvement of the clients. Okay, so that will happen, and whatever they ask for, like if it is like applicable, if it is like achievable, the project team will go on with customization as per the customer's requirement, client requirement, and then they will finish off the project and hand over the project. So that's the main difference between agile and convention. So agile, there has it has few pauses in between, and the whole total project is divided into sprints. Like the different stages in processing or different stages in execution. So normally it would take 2 weeks to a maximum of 1 month for completion of one sprint. So the project team stops, pauses for some time once they have completed their first sprint. So it takes time to like review the the everything, whatever they have done as of now. They will like a quick review will be done, and if at all required, like the any changes has to be implemented, so that would be done. Or if they like if they are satisfied with what they have done, and if the client is satisfied with what they have done, they will continue with the second sprint. So that's how the agile project moves. Now consider a team like which has a leader. It can be a project leader or a project head or a project supervisor, project manager, or team leader, whatever the role. Like there are different like names for like different roles. So as a project leader, what are the responsibilities? How to lead the team? How to take up this like leadership? Especially when in a project. So project leadership is like different from general leadership in an organization. Generally in an organization, a leadership role like that's constant. Okay, so as long as the person remains in the organization, the leadership position stays with that person. And like there will be the upward movement for the person. That is like if that person is a supervisor, so that's a leadership position. So after some time, according to the experience, after some time of like experience, or after a few years of experience, the person will be like promoted as a team leader. Then after some time, maybe as a manager. So there will be an upward movement generally in an organization, any person who takes up a leadership position. But in projects, that's not like, it's not the same. Once a project gets over, the closure is done, project closure is done, the leadership position may change. So there is no leadership position anymore because the project is not like closed. No closure has happened. So the team is dispersed, and so there is no leader. Since there is no team, there is no leader for the team. So that's how like it goes. But at that like within that specific time, it is a project leading time. So how the leadership should uh, how a leader should take care of the team, and should make sure the team coordinates well, so that the objectives are achieved at the end of the project. Okay, let's start. Yeah, hope the presentation is visible to everyone. Yes. Yeah, visible, right? Oh, I think I made a mistake. 1 second. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's continue then. Okay, so what does it mean? What does a project leadership mean? So it's all about guiding the team towards a shared. So shared goal, it is shared by the team members of the project. Team members include the leaders as well as the leader. So effective leadership is essential for project success. And it is about inspiring and guiding the team to achieve shared goals. It involves setting direction, motivating the team members, fostering the collaboration, and to ensure successful project completion. So there will be the no like there will be a place for conflict if no like two or more persons join their hands, no, join together to complete a task, to work on a task. So obviously, no, like conflicts will arise after no, like a particular point of time. While sharing resources, the conflicts may arise, or while delegating the authorities to the team, the conflict may arise, and due to no, like other interpersonal, no, like reasons between the individuals, also the conflicts may arise. So it is a responsibility of the project leader to take hold of the situation and setting the direction to the team and pointing out to them that the main objective or the purpose of the project is to complete it on time with quality. Okay, and they have to keep on, the leader has to keep on inspiring and guiding the team, because sometimes no like projects may be very stressful. If it is a complex project or if it is a long term project, so the process may be like sometimes very stressful for the team members. So it is the leaders like responsibility um, to take up that responsibility to guide the team by inspiring them and like encouraging them throughout the project. So what is the main role? The project leader is responsible for planning, organizing, and executing a project, and they motivate the team to ensure project stays on track. So this leader should be a visionary, should be a motivator, should be a strategist, and should be an excellent communicator. So visionary. These no like these leaders or no these leaders define the overall vision and goals of the project. See, the sometimes no the organizations management no they may consider the it may be a smaller project. It may be a project of very short time, or it may be a smaller project. So and for that reason, the team members may not be like so serious about what they are doing. They may not be serious about what they are while they are taking up this project, or they are working when they are working on some fewer tasks. So it is a responsibility of the leader to make that person, they make the team member understand the importance of the completion of the project on time. So the leader has to be a visionary, and they have to share the goals of the project with the team members. So the leader has to be a motivator. So as we know, like mentioned, uh, stress can happen. Like sometimes, exhaustion can happen as the project goes on. Like exhaustion may happen. So the leader has to keep on, like motivating the team. Uh, in terms of tangible appreciations or intangible appreciations. So the motivator, the leader should keep on motivating the team. So because they foster enthusiasm and dedication within the team. Like the leader should be an excellent strategist. Okay, so should always have say a plan B. Like should be always like having a plan B. Should be an excellent strategist. Like the person should be knowing how to like lead the whole team. In like effectively sharing the resources and effectively implementing their skills. So project leaders create and implement the project plans, and this leader has to be an effective communicator. So they effectively communicate project updates to stakeholders, because these leaders are the mediators between the management and the team members, or management and the stakeholders, the clients. So good communication, effective communication, and excellent communication is a main characteristics of a good project leader. So what are the key responsibilities of a project lead? So there are many responsibilities, like if you have to list out the responsibilities, like it would be like at least 15 to 20 responsibilities you can list out. But like taking the most important one, task management, that's a responsibility, resource allocation, progress tracking, and issue resolution. So the main four responsibilities. They manage the task, allocate the resources, and ensure timely completion. They monitor progress and address any challenges they arise. So breaking down the large projects into smaller and manageable tasks, that is like taking up an agile project strategy, So that's how tasks can be managed by a good project leader. And ensuring team members have the necessary resources and support. These resources can be materials or machines, or it can be manpower, or it can be like money. So anything, like anything it can be, or it can be time as well. Like the resource, time is also one like a good resource, for the project to utilize. So how to excellently uh, share the resource, how to like utilize the resource, how to like equally share the resource and work on the resource whatever they have got. So ensuring the team members have the necessary resources and support. Next is project tracking, progress tracking, or project tracking, because this person is like has a responsibility to report what is happening, what has happened as of now in the project to the management. So monitoring project progress and identifying potential risk or delays, it's another responsibility of a project leader. And issue resolution. So as we mentioned, like there will be conflicts, and wherever the conflict has happened, there is a tendency that there will be a pause in the project. So the proceedings it will pause for some time, because the issues may not be resolved. So project leader has to take up the responsibility of resolving any issues happening within the team. So address any issues or conflicts that arise within the team. So these are the responsibilities. There is a key responsibilities of a project leader. Other than this, a project leader may be having like many responsibilities, like sending like verbal and non-verbal communications on a daily basis. Keep on like updating the project to the management and to the interested stakeholders, letting the management know like whether more like budget allocation is needed for the project or not, and effectively utilizing the time and money which is given by the management. And again like motivating the team members, inspiring the team members, guiding the team members, and managing the human resources, not only the other machine and material resources, managing the human resources. Suddenly if a person is like one of the team member is absent, the other team members should be knowing how to like take the project forward. They shouldn't stagnate there, the work shouldn't get stagnated because of the absence of one person. So the work should continue, the project should continue. So it's the responsibility of the team leader to take up all these attributes, and like should be to be a good team leader. So effective communication strategies for a team leader. So that's what they will suggest. Clear and consistent communication is crucial for project success, and the project leaders should provide a regular updates and feedback. So these leaders, they are the mediators between the management and the subordinate, that is the team members. So it should be like the communication should be in both ways. So whatever management wants to convey to the team, it is always through these team members. Sorry, always through these project leaders. And whatever the team wants to convey to the management, and this project leader is responsible for taking the actual communication to the management. So how can a project leader like practice effective communication strategy? First, a team leader has to be very patient, and has to be like ethical. Patience and ethical is the most important attribute a team leader should possess. First, active listening. Engaging in active listening ensures clear understanding of team members concerns and ideas. So always this person has to be a listener. First, the person has to listen everything, whether the communication is coming from management or from the operational workers. First, the person has to listen to the team, listen to the opponent. Then regular updates to the management. So whatever management wants to convey, updating to the team, and whatever the team wants to convey, updating to the management. Consistent updates on project progress keep stakeholders informed and engaged. And third one is feedback mechanism. So constantly giving the feedback to the team members. Okay, so how they are performing, are they properly utilizing the given resources, what else do they want? So if a work is getting stagnant, why it is getting stagnant, what is the reason, whether it's like the physical problem of the employee, or like the team member, or if it is like a mental problem of the employee, psychological problem of the employee. So like these things has to be analyzed. So based on that, the feedback has to be given to the employees, and whichever, whomsoever, like the team members are performing really well, so appreciation has to be provided as a feedback. So active listening, regular updates, and feedback mechanism. Like if a leader follows, he or she can improve good, effective communication strategy. Then another important responsibility of a project leader is risk management and mitigation. So what is mitigation? Mitigation is like you're identifying a risk, which is going to happen in the future. You're speculating the risk, you're calculating the risk, and you're taking necessary actions, and necessary steps, to avoid the risk happening in the nearby future. So that is called risk mitigation. So identifying and mitigating potential risk is essential for project success. Project leaders assess risk and develop strategies to minimize their impact. Risk identification. First, we have to identify the risk, where the risks are supposed to happen. So where the risk um, can happen in like exhaustion of funds. So project funds, it has like suddenly it has like it has exhausted. There is no funds to operate on. So that may be a risk. And exhaustion of other resources, material or machines or machinery breakdown, or the project like equipments breakdown, non-functioning of like few equipment. So these can be the risk. And absence of like a team member or a group of team members, this can be continuous absence, this could be a potential risk. And other than that, like natural calamities, like unexpected weather conditions, so this could be also be a risk. So identify the potential threats and challenges that could affect the project. So once identification is done, you have to assess the risk. Let us know like how much impact it will create on the project and the project team. So assessing the risk, evaluating the likelihood and impact of each identified risk. Then comes the risk mitigation. So mitigation, where you take necessary actions, needful actions, so that the risk will not happen, whenever it is speculated to happen. So developing strategies to reduce the impact of potential risk. And finally, risk monitor. And not only mitigation, but monitoring the risk. That is like monitoring whether even after these strategies, whether the risk is happening or not. So continuously monitoring, identify risk and adapting mitigation plans as needed. Then comes another responsibility, stakeholder engagement and alignment. So whoever is now like related to the organization or related to the product, service, everyone is a stakeholder. So all the parties know involved in the product or involved in the service. Sorry, the customers. Okay, customers or stakeholders, investors, they are stakeholders, potential investors. There is no like they may not invest. I mean, they haven't invested yet, but they may invest in the future. So potential investors. So they may be considered stakeholders, and the employees are stakeholders. The management is a stakeholder. The buyers, the contract people, the contract the people or the mediators, the marketing channels, that is the retailers, wholesalers, marketing channels, and the vendors, vendors, the suppliers of the materials, the transportation people, no, who supports with no the organization with transportation, or the warehouse people. So it can be no like anyone no like who is involved in the organization or involved in the product or the service. They are considered as stakeholders. So good communication, open communication with the stakeholders, no, it actually always no like makes the make the project no like to continue without any disruptions. So open communication, maintaining regular communication with stakeholders, providing updates and seeking the feedback. Then actively listening to stakeholder concern and address them promptly. Not only listening to their team members or to the management, but here they suggest active listening to their stakeholder as well, clients as well. So then conduct a regular meetings. If meetings are not conducted regular, the team members may become frivolous. They will not be they will not be seriously, and they will not be taking the project. Okay, they may purposely delay the timeline. Okay, so delay the end time of the project, or they may create some kind of conflict. So regular meetings has to be conducted, and to discuss the project progress and address any challenges. And share the goals. Ensure that all stakeholders are aligned on project goals and objectives. Now, coming back to the agile project management principle. So these methodologies emphasize iterative development, collaboration, and flexibility. Project leaders adapt to changing requirements and prioritize customer value. First is iterative development. So breaking the projects into smaller, manageable sprints. And then comes the collaboration, encouraging the teamwork and open communication. Then flexibility, adapting to changing requirements and priorities, and customer focus, prioritizing customer value and prioritizing customer value and delivering working software. So these are the principles which are to be followed by an agile project leader. So first is iterative development and collaboration. Because iterative development is all about scheduling these sprints. So first sprint, when it has to start, when it has to end. Second sprint, when it has to start, when it has to end. And who is going to work on the first sprint? Who is going to work on the second sprint? So how much resources needed for the first sprint, and how much is needed for the second sprint, and then it keeps on going. And then collaboration. So without collaboration, the team collapses. Okay, so collaboration is more important. And then flexibility, because agile means itself, it's flexibility. Agile means flexibility. There is no fixed timeline for completion of the project, because agile projects, it goes with the customers, the client's customization. So there is always a flexibility because there is no fixed time. And customer focus, customer is key. Customer should be given more importance. So while waterfall projects sticks on to quality, they stick on to quality, and agile projects, it sticks on to customer satisfaction. So prioritizing the customer value and delivering workings. So how agile leaders help employees be successful? How can these leaders help their team members to be successful? Empowerment, by giving empowerment to their team members. So what is empowerment? Empowerment is giving a decision-making responsibility to the team members. They cannot take decisions by themselves on what they are working. So agile leaders empower team members to take ownership of their work and make the decisions. And transparency. So they provide clear communication and transparency about goals, progress, and challenges. And then comes the collaboration. Agile leaders encourage collaboration and teamwork, fostering a culture of open communication and shared responsibility. And then finally comes the feedback. They provide regular feedback and support to help team members learn and grow. So using these strategies, agile leaders, they can help their team members to be very successful. So how to know like foster a collaborative team environment? So forming a team, it has different stages, right? Like I think we have already discussed about it. So the first stage will be storming, and the second stage would be, second stage would be competing, and the next stage would be norming. That is storming, that is formation, initial formation of a team, initial formation of a group. So storming, and then comes the, uh, you know, like accepting the leadership. That is whoever is eligible to get a leadership position in that team. So accepting it, and then comes the norming. That is once everything is set right, and things are, I mean the further process are defined, and it is streamlined. So, how to foster a collaborative team environment? Project leaders build trust, promote open communication, and create a positive work environment. This encourages team members to collaborate effectively. So, first comes team building activities. So, it's up to the project leader what type of activities, team building activities, they want to perform, so that there is a team collaboration between the members in the team. So engaging the team members in activities that promote collaboration and trust, then open communication and recognition and appreciation. This is more important, because if you don't encourage, if you don't appreciate people who are really committed to their jobs, so their morale will will go down. They will not be high morale, so their morale will go down. Once the morale goes down to an employee, immediately the employee will be out of the organization, because that employee doesn't want to work anymore in that professional setting. They want to come out of this professional setting. Okay, so recognition and appreciation of the employees, of the team members' contributions, whether it's small or big, that doesn't matter. So whenever they achieve something, they have to be recognized, and they have to be appreciated in front of the team. Okay, so yeah. And finally, conflict resolution. This we have already seen. Okay, so what is the difference between a leader and a manager? This two we have already discussed, but anyhow, this is required for project leadership. So we will have this a short discussion. So who is a leader and who is a manager? What is the main difference? Yeah, anyone? Yes. Many of you or few of you will be managers, right? You may be leading a team, or you may be managing a team. So what is the difference? What is the difference between a manager and a leader? Yeah,
No idea.
no idea. How come no idea? Like, okay, so who is a manager? What does he or she do? What does a manager do?
The one who manages the business,
Mhm.
he takes the what do you say, from the top manager, what he says he do is accordingly. But leadership is someone who challenges the process and inspires a shared vision and enable others to act like how he shows. He influence really on to the members.
Exactly. Almost right. Almost right. But here the leader doesn't have to turn against no the management. Doesn't have to yes. So managers, they just carry on the responsibilities. They just carry on their duties, whatever the top management assigns them to do. They just carry over the the duties and responsibilities which is assigned by the top management. Okay, they make their subordinates carry out their task, and finish off the project or finish off the process within the specific time. But leadership is different. Leadership um they make the team they empower their team. They empower their team. So empowering the team means they will delegate the decision making authority, so that itself will be dedicated to the team members. Okay, in management, there is no like being a manager, no, so that is difficult task because you have to go by with whatever management asks you to do. Okay, even if you follow no like ethics and no values, whatever you follow, you have to go with what the management asks you to do, what the management wants you to do. Okay, there is no other way. But if you're a leader, you can inspire the team, you can empower them, you can no like encourage them no to find their own skill and to find their own no like their power no, and to come out with that skill and power, and to know like to upskill them. So empowering no, that will not happen in the management. There is no, that will not be the strategy of a management manager. The team members empowerment, that will happen only under a leader, not under a manager. So that's a main difference. Okay, so here we have few answers as well. Okay, Nitish said manager is a decision maker. Okay, leaders who are leading the project and coordinating. It's okay, it's like fine, but it's ulta actually. So manager just carries out no all the functions which the top management wants to do. So leader is a decision maker. Leader is a decision maker, and this decision maker allows his team member or allows her team member to take the decisions on their own. Okay, so that's what no a leadership is. Whereas managers, no, they just no lead the project, they coordinate the project, they control the project, they control the team members. Okay, so one more answer we have here, Arshad Rasa. Manager is management, the work and decision maker, but leadership is leading the team, encouraging the team, and supporting them in work. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that is the main difference. So management focuses on planning, organizing, controlling resources. It's about ensuring tasks and or completed effectively and efficiently. But in leadership, it involves inspiring, motivating, and influencing the people to achieve a vision. It's about setting a direction and aligning the team efforts. So there are many leadership approaches and theories because a project, it doesn't just need a manager, it actually needs no a leader to enhance the project, to enhance the team members, no, to upskill the team members and to make them to be prepared for another higher end project. So leaders are actually needed for leading a project. So there are different leadership styles which can be effective depending on the context, and these leaders can adopt a combination of approaches to best suit their team and project. So we have no like I think in human resource management or in no organizational behavior module, we have discussed a lot about no like types of leaderships. But in projects, let's see, there are transformational leaders, there are servant leaders, there are democratic leaders. So transformational leaders, they inspire and motivate the team members to achieve their full potential because they want some transformation in the process. They need some transformation in the team. So they always motivate the team and not to achieve their full potential. Servant leadership. So here the leader doesn't act as a leader, but act as a servant to their team members. So prioritizing the needs of team members and empowering them to succeed. And then comes the democratic leadership. So what these people do, involving the team members in decision-making process and valuing their input. But there are pros and cons in democratic leadership. So while during critical situations, you cannot make, you should not give the decision making to the team members because it will take time, because each member will be giving their own decision and time and money will be wasted. Okay, so during critical times or during bottleneck times, so it has to be the leader who has to take the decision. So there are positives and negatives in being a democratic leader. And sometimes the process may become very slow because the team members may take few things for granted, because here the leader is democratic, right? So the leader will not be angry, the leader will not get tense, the leader will not shout. So sometimes few team members so they may take these things as granted. Then autocratic leader. So leaders make decision unilaterally and expect obedience from their team. So here there is no scope for individual decision making or innovation. Okay, so whatever the leader decides, that will be implemented in the team. So that is kind of a autocratic leadership. Then laissez-faire. What is laissez-faire? Giving full responsibility to the team members itself. So because here the leader cannot fix a timeline. Okay, because the complete empowerment is given to the team members. So they have to take up the project, whether they are taking up the project or they are leaving behind, that doesn't matter. But the thing is, sometimes few projects may fail because of this reason. If a project leader follows a laissez-faire style of leadership, few projects, they may fail. And transformational and democratic, with this we have already discussed. So giving constructive criticism to project team. What is constructive criticism? Constructive criticism is to improve the team members, improve the quality attributes in team members. So antonym is destructive criticism. Destructive, it's always blaming the team members for whatever mistake, whatever errors are happening in the project, and practicing such kind of things. So that is destructive criticism. So constructive criticism, it is giving the exact scenario of the team members, the involvement in the project. Okay, giving the exact scenario and making the team member understand the importance of all the resources which is being shared. Time, money, the materials, machine, everything, the resources are being shared. Letting them know how responsible they have to. Okay. So when you give a constructive criticism to persons, so there is a lot of scope, the person will improve before the next project. So give a specific feedback. Don't beat around the bush. Okay, so if you want to convey a message to your team member, to your subordinate, even though if the team member is your closest friend, don't beat around the bush. Specific feedback should be given. Focus on specific behaviors or actions rather than generalizing. Okay, and then give positive and negative feedbacks. Don't always keep on praising the team member, or don't keep on criticizing the team member. So give positive and negative. Identify what are all the positive things, what are the positive things which has been done by the team member, and appreciate the team member for it. And which are all the negative things which has happened because of the team member, point out to it, and make sure the team member doesn't do it again. So acknowledge the positive aspects of performance while highlighting areas of improvement. Then actionable suggestions. Offer specific recommendations for how team members can improve their performance. And finally, open communication. Create an open and safe environment for receiving the feedback from your team members. So give a specific feedback, mention all the positive and negative attributes about the team or about the team member, and give actionable suggestions, and then be very open with your communication. So what we have learned from the project. So as of now, what we have learned from the project, this is another a responsibility of a project leader. Okay, so they have to learn whatever has been carried out till now. So identify the areas for improvement, analyze project outcomes, and identify opportunities for improvement. And then implement the changes, make adjustments to process tools or team dynamics to enhance the performance. And finally, document the lessons learned. So why we have to document the lessons learned? So that even if this project leader is out of the position, maybe this project leader has moved to a senior position, or out of the organization for many reasons. The new project leaders, based on these historical documents, historical data, they will come to know how the previous project was carried out. So identify the areas of improvement, implement the changes, and document the lessons learned. Then comes the responsibility of quality control. Setting the standards, establish clear quality expectations and metrics to ensure deliverables meet client and stakeholder needs. So how it can be carried out? So whether the team takes up a waterfall project or an agile project. So even in agile projects, quality can be standardized. Then process monitoring. Always monitor the process and continuous feedback has to be given. Regularly assess project progress against quality benchmarks and implement corrective actions when necessary. The third one is issue resolution. Identify and address quality related issues promptly and effectively to minimize project delays and ensure high quality outcomes. And finally, go for continuous improvement. Seek opportunities to refine processes and enhance project quality based on lessons learned and US industry practices. Finally, follow the ethics. Project leader, this title, it doesn't emphasize, to be very rigid. Okay, so emotions are welcomed here. So following the ethics, that is also welcome. So how to follow ethics, for a project leader, how he or she can follow ethics while leading a group of people, and there is a a timeline to be completed, whether it's agile project or a waterfall project. There is a timeline to achieve, and there are resources to be shared, there are responsibilities to be delegated, there are communications to be made, there are feedbacks to be taken back. So how this can be done along by practicing ethics. So first is be transparent and integral. So transparency and integrity, maintain the open communication, honesty and fairness in all project dealings, fostering trust with stakeholders. So whatever is the actual position of the project, whatever is the actual condition of the project, be very open about it to your management, to your stakeholders. Respect and inclusivity. So promote a respectful and inclusive work environment where all team members feel valued and their contributions are acknowledged. Then take accountability and responsibility. Take ownership of decisions and actions, ensuring ethical conduct aligns with company values and industry standards. Change management. So since if it is agile, change is unavoidable, because the client may keep on asking for fewer changes in the product or service which is to be delivered. So patiently and with professionally, this changes has to be implemented in the project, and not every member in the team in the project team will approve for the change. One or few may resist the change because they are comfortable in the way they are working. So how to tackle, how to handle those type, those team members who are resisting the change. Okay, so these are the very important responsibility a team leader, the project leader has. So first, what the project leader can do is first assess the impact. Is it necessary to come up with the change? If the change happens, what would be the impact? And the impact, whether it's a positive impact or a negative impact. So assess the impact. Evaluate the potential impact of the change on project goals, resources, and stakeholders. Then communicate effectively. Clearly convey the reasons for the change, its implications, and the expected benefits to all the affected parties, because they should be knowing, right? So why this change is being implemented and what good or what benefits the team gets or they get or the organization get by implementing this change. Then plan and implement. Develop a phased implementation plan, providing training and support to ensure a smooth transition. So here they don't suggest immediately implement the plan. So it should be a smooth one. and it should be in multiple stages. The implementation of the change, it should be in multiple stages. Then finally, monitoring and adapting. Track progress, address the challenges, and make adjustments as needed to ensure successful change adoption. Then complete strategic alignment. So it should always have a goal clarity. This project leader may have to make sure the team members should also have a clear goal clarity. Ensuring project goals are aligned with overall organizational strategies and objectives, and prioritizing the resources and allocating them effectively to support project objectives and strategic initiatives. And finally, performance measurement. Track the project progress against the strategic goals, which is already fixed goals. Because these fixed goals, these goals are fixed during the time of strategy itself. When they were planning the strategy itself, these goals were fixed. So while implementing the project or after the completion of the project, it's the responsibility of the project leader to check the progress against the already fixed strategic goals and identifying the opportunities for improvement and course of correction. How to manage with the resources? So first plan the resource, then allocate the resource, then monitor the resource. So identify the human resources, financial resources, and material resources required to achieve the project objective. Then assign the resource efficiently to specific tasks based on the skills, availability, and project needs. And finally, track resource utilization. You have to check whether the resources given to each team members are properly being utilized. You're not wasting the resource. Many people waste resources. They may waste time, they may waste money, they may waste the skill, but it's a responsibility of the project leader to make sure none of the resources be wasted. So track resource utilization, identify potential bottlenecks, and make necessary adjustments required. So define the clear goals and strategies to your team members. So define the clear objectives, define the specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound project goals. Then go with strategy alignment. Ensure that project goals align with overall organizational objectives and contribute to strategic initiatives. And then finally, implement the action plan. Develop a detailed action plan outlining tasks, timelines, responsibilities, and resources required to achieve project goals. And finally, professional development for the team leader, for the project leader, as well as for the team members. So it can be done by mentorship and coaching, and by giving some training and certifications, and through networking and collaboration. So seeking guidance and support from experienced professionals to enhance leadership skills and develop expertise in specific areas will help the project leader in mentoring and coaching their team members. Then training and certification, there are various trainings available on the internet for project leadership or project management. So invest in professional developmental programs, workshops, and certifications to stay up to date with industry trends and best practices. And networking and collaboration is very, very important for a project manager. So attend industry events. So that's how you will meet people who are who are in your industry, right? So attend industry events, connect with peers, and collaborate on projects to expand knowledge and build professional connections. So always get continuous feedback from the team members. Give constructive criticism, and whenever a team member contributes some positive thing to the project, so recognize the team member and appreciate the team member in front of the team. And conduct regular reviews. Few team members will not be ready to talk. They will not be ready to open up. But it's a responsibility of the project leader to make sure the team member give his or her suggestions. So conduct regular reviews, schedule regular meetings with team members to gather feedback on project progress, challenges, and areas of improvement. re-evaluate regularly, because project performance can be valued, can be assessed only if there is a re-evaluation happening. So don't be satisfied, don't be completely satisfied with whatever we have done in the project as of now. There is more space for enhancement and innovation. And when this will happen, only if you identify uh, on what categories or on what factors this can be improved in a better way. So project performance, assess the project performance against the already fixed key metrics, identifying areas where adjustments may be needed. Then process optimization, review the project process and identify the opportunities for improvement, streamlining workflows and enhancing efficiency. And then finally, document everything, whatever has happened right from the beginning till the end in the project. Document everything, because document lessons learned from past projects to inform future projects and improve overall project management practices. So finally, what is the conclusion? Collaboration is needed, innovation is needed, and now that leads to success. So team collaboration is needed. Collaboration and cooperation among the team members is needed. Collaboration between the team member and the project leader is needed, and collaboration between the project leader and the management, and that is also needed for effective project leadership. And it should be the group, the team, it should be very innovative. They shouldn't be happy and satisfied with whatever they have achieved as of now. They should keep on looking out for more opportunities to enhance a product and service. So innovation is needed. Leaders encourage innovation and creativity, pushing boundaries and exploring new opportunities. And finally, project leadership is instrumental in driving project success, achieving goals, and delivering the exceptional results. Yeah. So yes, any doubts? No doubts? Sure. There are still few things to take. Like I haven't covered this contract part, in project management. Okay, so contract plays a very important role in project management. For each and every project, there is a contract signed, and these contracts, there are different types of contracts depending on the type of the project to be completed. Okay, and so that I haven't taken. So contract management, so that is also an important feature, important attribute, of project leadership, contract management. So that is pending. Let me see if possible, if we have another session in the upcoming week. So we will finish this module by discussing the contract management as well. Okay. Yes. So yeah, no doubts. Sure. Okay. So in that case, we can wind up the session. I'll see you some other time, and we will discuss more about the project management factors. Okay, especially the contract management. Okay, then see you all. Bye. Good night, and thanks for attending.
Thank you, ma'am.